Hello, Lisa and Landry here talking about monitoring the conversation about your brand. Early in January, I attended a conference, and when the conference was over, I had to fly from Kansas City to Green Bay to speak at a conference of my own. And I just happened to go to the airport early that Monday morning from Kansas City, and just by chance, and thank goodness I did because it was snowing like crazy. And I wasn't in a rush, so I was able to take my time. But there were all kinds of trucks and cars and ditches and everything. But I ended up getting to the Kansas City airport about 4 hours early. And I go and check in to the United Airlines a ticket counter, and I tell them, I said, look, I don't mind going early for you. And they said, oh, well, you can go early, Miss Landry. It's just going to cost you $40. And I say, well, look, I'm just trying to help you all out. Because with this snow and everything, you just don't know what might happen. And they said, thank you very much, but we don't need your help. So if you like to go early, it'll cost you $40. So I stay at the airport and work on projects for 4 hours before my flight. I catch my flight to Chicago to make my connection from Chicago to Green Bay. I get to Chicago on time, but I sit on the tarmac for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, long enough to miss my connecting flight to Green Bay. So the next flight to Green Bay doesn't leave until 9:30. I don't get to Green Bay until 10:30 p.m. and I'm a little ticked. So I go to the National Rental Car counter to pick up a rental car, and the customer service rep there, he is just so wonderful and nice and perky. He says, Miss Landry, what kind of car do you want? And I said, I don't care. I just wanted to have Bluetooth and a USB connection. And he says, oh, I can help you with that. I can take care of you. Look, we got this HHR, and I'm pretty sure it has all that stuff in there. So he gives me the HHR, and then I travel, lug my baggage over the river and through the woods to the distant land where the Emerald Elite Club members get to pick up their cars. And I find my HHR. And I hop in there, and I pull my phone out, and I start to hook everything up. No USB and no Bluetooth. I'm irritated, but I can live without it because I don't feel like going at 10:30 p.m. in the cold back over the river and through the woods to get the situation taken care of. So I turn the car on and I start heading to my hotel in Green Bay. And I got this little warning light that says there's low tire pressure. So I get out, I look at the tires. They look fine to me. I hop back in the car and I go to my hotel in Green Bay. Get up the next morning, I do my speaking engagement, I'm done by 4, I have to pack everything up in the car because now I've got to drive from Green Bay to Madison. It is snowing like crazy. I'm driving, it's snowing, and the salt trucks come and they throw salt out when it's snowing like that, and then all that salt mucks up your windshields, right? No windshield wiper fluid. So now my windows are so mucked up, I got to stop on the side of the road and scoop up snow and wipe off the windshields so they're clear long enough for me to get to a truck stop. I am hot. I get to the truck stop. I get some windshield wiper fluid. I'm so irritated. I totally forget about the low tire thing. And hop back in the car, head to Madison. Don't get there till 8:30, 9 o'clock. By the time I get to Madison, the front passenger side tire is flat. I'm surprised I wasn't making sparks the whole way. So when I check into my room, I call the emergency roadside service and I tell National Rental Car that I have a flat and I need it fixed. And they say, are you okay? Are you in a safe place? I say, yes, I just need that tire fixed. And they say, well, Miss Landry, you don't have that service, so it's going to cost you $40. I say, no problem. My company will take care of it. But look, it's late, I'm tired, so I don't want y'all to come and fix that tire until tomorrow. And they say, well, Miss Landry, we're a emergency roadside service. We come now. If you want us tomorrow, you'll have to call us tomorrow. I say, thank you very much, and now I'm really ticked off. So the next morning, I'm so irritated by all of this, I send a tweet out and I say, National Rent-A-Car, please service your cars before you rent them out. Mine had low tire pressure and no windshield wiper fluid. It's snowing like crazy here in Wisconsin. They reply that day and apologize for the situation, ask me to follow them, and um, ask me to direct message them with my contact information, the contract information, and what the situation was. So, the moral of the story is National Rent-A-Car is monitoring the conversation about their brand and their service. My question to you is, what tools are you using to monitor the conversation about your brand, your product, or your service?